Today I'm going to show you how to make this rainbow coaster. So I have a list of all the yarns that I'm going to be using in the description of this video, and I have my scissors and I have my crochet hook. So I'm going to start by taking my red yarn and I'm going to do a slip knot. So how you do that is you take the yarn in each hand, you make a loop, and then you push the long end through the center of the loop. And then you hold on to the short tail and you pull it tight. And now I can insert my hook and I'm going to chain 16. So to do a chain, you just yarn over and pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through. I'm going to do that a total of 16 times. So now I'm at the end of my chain. I'm just going to do an extra chain 1 and then get ready to begin row number 1. So for row number 1, we're not going to use this very first stitch that the yarn is still going through. We're going to use the one after that, and that's going to be our first stitch. So for this row, we're going to do single crochets in each stitch. So in order to do a single crochet, you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, that's insert it into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the row. And then I'm going to chain 1 when I get to the end, and then I'll flip and do row number 2. So now I'm at the end of my row and I'm going to chain 1 and then I'm going to flip the yarn. For our next row, we're going to do half double crochets in each of the stitches. So to do that, we're going to yarn over once, insert it into our first stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, and then pull through all 3. So again, that's yarn over once, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3. One more time, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all 3. And we're going to continue that for the rest of the row. Now I'm at the end of my row. I'm just going to chain 1, pull it tight, and I'm going to cut the thread. So this is going to be the top row of our pride flag. Now I'm going to take my orange yarn, do another slip stitch, pull it tight, insert the yarn, insert the hook rather, and then I'm going to go back to the end of row number 2. I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to begin working with the first stitch there. So I'm going to insert my hook and do a single crochet. And as you're doing this, you can take the end of your red yarn and you can lay it alongside the stitches, and so you'll be stitching it into your row, and that'll hide it, and so you don't have to fix that later. And so again, we're going to do single crochets all along the row. Now I'm going to begin row number 4. So for this row, we're going to do a row of half double crochets again. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 3, and do that for each of the 16 stitches in this row. And now I'm at the end of my row number 4. I'm going to do a chain 1, pull it tight, slip the end, pull it through. So now I have the first 2 rows of my rainbow flag complete. And now I'm going to flip my rows, take my yellow yarn, do another slip knot, and then I'm going to start by doing a row of single crochets. For the next row, we're going to go back and do half double crochets. And we're going to chain 1, and that is the end of our yellow. So now we can move on to green. So slip knot, and then with green we're going to continue the pattern we've been doing for the first 3 rows, where we do a row of single crochets and then a row of double crochets. And don't forget to chain 1 when you get to the end of each row. And now we're going to do half double crochets. Now we're going to move on to our blue. And so I'm going to take my blue yarn, make my slip stitch, insert the hook, and then I'm going to get going with a row of single crochets. And again, I'm just trying to hide the end of the green yarn there, so I don't have as many ends to weave in later. And now we're going back to our half double crochets. So now we just have one more row to go. So I'm going to make sure to flip what I have so far of the rainbow flag. I'm going to take my purple yarn, do my slip knot, and I'm going to do my row of single crochets. And then to end, I'm going to do a row of half double crochets.